No coffee this morning, only water. I don't have enough water. Sorry, I'm just waking up. I don't have enough for coffee and to get me to the next water source. So I'm just gonna load up on water and see what kind of breakfast bar or something. It's not a long day today. I think it's 7 miles into Hot Springs, but there's a water source not too far from here, so I'll be fine without my coffee. But the good news is I'll be going into Hot Springs. I should get there before lunch, and hopefully they'll still be serving breakfast, because that's my favorite meal, at least on trail. I just want a nice hot breakfast with 3 eggs over medium. I like it over easy, but sometimes that means the whites are runny. So over medium with the darkest toast they have. I hit pay dirt if they have pumpernickel. And home fries if they're the scraped ones, you know, like the stringy ones. I don't like the cubed potatoes with all the seasonings. And at the Smoky Mountain Diner, they have this country fried steak that I never had, but I took a bite of frogs the other day and oh, I liked it. However, that's going to push my budget. So I probably won't even be able to go to the diner today. And I'm not saying that to complain. It's just, I think I explained that I'm doing this on $115 a week, and most weeks that is fine. But last week I needed new shoes, so I called home and said, please, I only have, I think, I don't even know, like $80 in the account, and the shoes were $120. And I had my REI discount, so I got them a little less than that. But I said, please, can I use the family budget to get some new shoes so that I can leave the $80 in my hiking account? And that's what I did, but that was a week ago, and, you know, resupplying and all that. So I'm pretty low on funds, and, oh, and the deal was if I used the family budget to buy shoes, that no money would be transferred in this week for me. So I think at last check I had $17 in the bank to get through, which is okay because I have a resupply box waiting for me at Hot Springs, and still have some food left. And then I have another resupply box waiting for me about 4 or 5 days out at Nature's Inn, I think it's called. So I'm fine. It's just sometimes the resupply boxes, I need to add some things to it. I need some new fuel. And oh, I learned, remember I talked to you about the puddling in the tent. And if I didn't talk to you about it, sorry. Tina experienced it. I've experienced it. And Bubbles the other night on Max Patch experienced it. And the common thread is we all have the ground sheets. Last year I used Tyvek and right underneath my tent, and I never had a problem of the condensation coming from the ground where my body is. I have the air mattress, and Tina has the foam, and I think Bubbles had an air mattress too. But just the heat and the weight of our bodies on the air mattress, and sometimes just surrounding it or on the edges, the condensation is coming up. So maybe it's just the fabric of the ground sheet that just doesn't act as an actual moisture barrier. But we are waking up pretty wet on the bottoms of our tents. So I'm going to go to the outfitter in Hot Springs and see if they sell the Tyvek. I heard rumor that they sell it by the foot, so you don't have to buy a whole roll of it. And that will be cool. It will probably cost me $10 or something. So needless to say, I don't have any money this week until, I don't know what day, but probably Monday, and today's only Friday. So I will at least buy myself a cup of coffee at the diner and look in my little bag and see what I have here for now. And I will not starve. I just don't have any luxuries. And as far as staying tonight, I'm not going to Zero. At the very most, I'm going to check my bank account. I just can't because I don't have any cell service. But Laughing Heart charges $10 to tent in the front, and that will give me a shower. I could use laundry, but I just did laundry the other day, so that's not important. But and I think they charge separate for that, $5. So if I really want to pamper myself, I'll pay $10 and tent in their front yard with others, and that way I can use the shower and sit around and use the Wi-Fi and, you know, use the premises. And otherwise, I think there's free tenting. If I continue and walk through town and out the other side, I can tent by the river. So I'll just see how I feel when I get there and who's there and whatnot. My goal for today, I think, I'm going to think about that before I talk about that. So, let's see what's in this bag that I can have for breakfast. I keep my toiletries in the bag, in the tree, because the peppermint toothpaste and all that fun stuff. I'm just going to have some of these Velveeta bites. I do have, excuse me, a tuna packet that I could have for breakfast. Not a big deal, and it is protein, but my mouth just doesn't want tuna fish right now, first thing in the morning. So I'm going to have some of these Velveeta bites. It's not the most nourishing, and some water. And mostly I'm thirsty, and that's why I just want to chug that water. And I will survive. It's a short day. It's all downhill, so I won't be winded, but my knee's going to hurt. So I'm going to make sure I roll and stretch and do all that preparation. Cheers. All right, so I truly don't remember what I've said or not said on video about the last few days. So just to recap, whatever day, a few days ago when I was hiking, I hiked with Shannon and Tina, and Shannon was just out for a day and a half, because she lives in the area, and Tina was attempting a through hike, but she went home, and her video, she'll explain all that, and she's doing well. So we stepped off, or I stepped off with Tina when we got to Max Patch Road and got a shuttle into Hot Springs so she could wait for her husband to pick her up. And then luckily the next day, Frog's friend came in from out of town, and they gave me a shuttle back to Max Patch Road so I could hike the section I'm on right now. And that's what you saw the other day. So I got off at Max Patch Road. I was going to go up and over the Bald and maybe a couple miles up the trail, but when I got to the Bald, you saw what I walked into, so I wasn't leaving. That was amazing. So I don't know, I think 6 miles from Hot Springs, walking into Hot Springs. The trail goes past Laughing Heart, which is where I was the other day, so I know it seems very confusing that I'm actually returning to where I was just a couple days ago, but it all makes sense, so I didn't skip any miles. So today, I think, depending what time I get there, I will go to Laughing Heart. I smell really bad, so I think I'll pay them whatever they want for a shower. I think it's $5. And maybe just wash my underwear in the sink, hang them out to dry. Excuse me, I don't want to pay $5 for what little I have. Maybe my t-shirt, my pit smell. And just hang out for several hours, relax, use the Wi-Fi, maybe take a nap, socialize with friends, whatever. And around 5 o'clock, since I would have done, it was 7 miles from my tent site to Laughing Heart. So maybe around 5 o'clock, I'll get back on the trail, walk a few miles up. I heard there's tenting along the river, and that's free. So I'll just pitch my tent and continue out in the morning. So that's what I'm thinking right now. We'll see what happens. Oh, and I haven't seen water yet. So this is poor planning on my part. But I've got the filter that's 1 liter that you saw me drinking out of this morning. But I also had my water bottle, a Life water bottle, that's missing. And I think it may have fallen out of my pocket yesterday, sometime at the afternoon. This is the last time I remember seeing it. So I've littered, apparently. I don't know where it is. So I'm in need of water. So I hope it is this soon. Smells so good here. All these pine needles on the ground. Oh, the air is so fresh. But I'm really hot. I'm only, I think, less than a mile from deer shelter, and hopefully there's water there. There says there is, but I haven't seen any. There was a water source mentioned, but it must have been dry or hidden. And I'm really hot. It's muggy, and I need water. I've depleted what I have. So less than a mile, I can do it. Whew, but it's a beautiful smell. Makes me come alive. It just occurred to me that I don't think I've shared with you what this year's trail name is. I believe I talked into this video camera back in the Smokies the day I was named, but now I don't recall seeing it when I was editing and posting, so it might be in the footage that was lost. So if I already told you, I apologize, but it was at a shelter in the Smokies. I want to say before Clingman's Dome. If I thought long and hard, I could remember, but I'm not going to think long and hard. So I know that I just arrived at the shelter to sit and have a snack and rest and stretch my legs and so forth. So a young man came in, and his name is General Lee, and we got talking. And when he learned that I had tried last year, he said, well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And he looked at me and he said, you should be try. And it just made me smile. And it was the first time a name really kind of stuck with me, and it just felt right. So my trail name ever since that shelter somewhere before Clingman's Dome is Try. And I like it. So that's my name. And then the other day, somebody wanted to name me Shit Show, just based on all the catastrophes. The train wreck that was last year's attempt. But this year's going much better. Honestly, the only issue I've had this year is my knee, and it still bothers me. It still hurts, but it's not nearly as painful as it was. It's not going to force me off the trail unless it returns to that original pain level. But I'm 0.2 from the shelter where I'm going to sit and get some water and have a little snack. I stopped for water right near the shelter, and no sooner did I get my pack off and I turn around and there's Festus coming up the trail. So he got water with me. We chatted for 10 minutes. And Festus, I know you're watching this. I'm gonna kill you. Less than 2 minutes later and he's already out of sight. Not even at the top of the first hill. Everybody walks faster than me. So I'm just catching my breath. We're less than 3 miles from Hot Springs. So Festus, I'll see you there. I'm very close. That's the French Broad River. I can see a few little buildings down there, so Hot Springs, I'm coming. Hot Springs is mocking me. Look how close the buildings are. Yet, I'm not there yet. It's taking forever. Heart, here in Hot Springs. You literally just step out of the woods. You can see the blaze in front of me. And there's the hostel right to the left. So I'm gonna check in and see if Bubbles and Pindrop and Chandler and Festus and Kiwi are all there. You know what's really surreal? Yeah. Is being here at a hostel in Hot Springs and seeing somebody, hearing your own voice. What? He's watching my YouTube video. Do I hear my own voice? Festus is watching my video and I'm like, I hear a familiar voice. To town, I don't know what time it was, but hung out at Laughing Heart with full intentions of leaving tonight and just camping up by the river, but I got talked into doing a work for stay. There's Pindrop. So I'm doing a work for stay at Laughing Heart. There's Pindrop.
You weren't supposed to notice
Walking
me.
this way? You're just being real subtle. Walk with me. So doing a work for stay to earn the bottom bunk, my $20 bunk, and I'll leave. I got to take out the trash. That's how you look. I don't know, basic chores, laundry, whatever in the morning. I'll head out at noon, get to the first shelter. I don't know what it's called, 10 miles, 11 miles up. And you're zeroing because your wife is coming tomorrow.
Yes, she is.
So he won't be on trail for a while.
And it's been 27 days.
Uh-oh. So I won't see you for a few days.
Neither will anybody else.
Anyway, so we just had dinner and a beer at the tavern. I don't even know what it's called, but something tavern. And it was delicious and
It
good
was.
company.
Pizza was good.
New friends and good company. And now I'm heading back to Laughing Heart to go to sleep. And you're going back to your bed and breakfast and wait for your wife who's coming tomorrow.
Oh, I'm going to make my nightly phone call, see how she's doing.
There you go.
And probably head back for see how music is.
Oh, they're all going to have fun and I'm going to be sitting in my bottom bunk editing YouTube videos and go to sleep because I'm broke. I lamented this morning about my financial situation because Venmo, I got money in my hiking budget, but it doesn't show up till the next business day, which is Monday, and today is Friday. So I ain't hanging out listening to no band tonight, but that's okay.
Oh.
I'll get to sleep and take out the trash tomorrow. Whoa!
Well, you can always watch it for free.
Whatever. I almost just walked into the speed limit sign. So that's the social part that I like. Coming into town and getting to know people and just having a drink and enjoying ourselves without worrying about how many miles and, you know, whatever. But good people. And tomorrow I'll hike out at noon-ish once I'm done with my chores. And some of these people are staying behind to 0 tomorrow, and some are moving on. So we'll see who I see up the trail. You know, it's spring when you see these. I make a wish. I'm wishing for Katahdin. Up my nose.